Ever make Kevin a
Hello.
all right.
All right. I see everybody joining and welcome. Welcome to 50 Strong's Employer Connect. If you have not joined us before, thank you very much for being here. And if you are a returning job seeker, thank you so much for coming back. We really appreciate you. My name's Chantel. I am here with the 50 Strong team, our managing co-founder, Candy Tillman, and our colleague, Cassie. So we're super excited to have all of you. We did just drop a poll in the chat because we want to hear a little bit more about you. First things first, we have a really cool event today. We have 22 different employers that are really excited to talk directly to you and for you to be able to get some insight on their different pathways. 50 Strong is all about building meaningful relationships and learning about new pathways, and that is exactly what will happen today. Each one of us on this call has gone through a career transition, whether that was separating from the military or switching industries. So we do understand the importance and the power of connection, and thankful that you're here. What's going to happen is I'm going to go over a couple of things. We're going to introduce Candy and then our 50 Strong sponsors, and we'll have all the fun and networking happening in the breakout rooms. So we want to let you know there's a really cool event happening next week, which is an Employer Connect featuring the awesome team at Fiserv. They're going to be talking about all different kinds of direct hire roles, including their global analyst and internship positions. So make sure to RSVP for that. We will drop links in, but you can join us anytime on the upcoming events page. Very cool new series that we're doing starting in April. This one is definitely close to Candy and my heart. It's a Student Connect series. So this is really going to be focused on military affiliated job seekers. This is going to be for those who are currently enrolled in school, looking for internships or part-time roles, or those who have recently graduated, looking for a full-time new grad opportunity. So be sure to RSVP for that. We are still accepting employers and we'll be adding more soon. All right, and like I said, 50strong.us/upcoming events. This is where you can see all of the latest, and make sure to subscribe as well to our emails, because that is the best way for you to stay connected to everyone. And I do want to say it looks like 58% of you are here for the first time, so thank you so much for being here. And it looks like we have about 59%, oh, excuse me, 41% of you have not joined. So I'm really excited. All right, next up, kind of want to go over a couple of things for an efficient breakout session. We, the 50 Strong team, are going to be in the main breakout room the entire time, right? So we're here to help navigate you into a room of your choice, or if you have any questions, but we don't have any jobs. So the best time spent during these sessions is going to be talking directly to the employers, right? There's all kinds of things they talk about, not only their open employment pathways, but their hiring process. Sometimes you get really cool industry like career prep that's happening. So make sure to definitely take your time when you're in the breakout sessions and learn as much as you possibly can. Just a heads up, if you're not a job seeker or an employer that's invited today, we ask that you stay in the main breakout room with us, because we would love to reserve the breakout rooms for those currently job seeking. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing my screen real quick and pass it over to Candy for just a moment, and then we'll introduce our sponsors. So go ahead, Candy.
Hey, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. It's an honor for us to spend part of our Thursday with you. And so thank you so much. To all the employers that are here today, thank you for the work that you do, not only to externally engage with job seekers, but to internally advocate across your companies to open new pathways and to champion military talent. Thank you. Your work is incredibly important. To all of the transitioning service members and student veterans and military affiliated job seekers that are here today, thank you. I recognize that it might be a little bit overwhelming to be in a big Zoom meeting with lots of people. Those that have been here before might tell you that our chat gets really crazy. So for today, especially for those of you that are brand new with us, we've been trying something a little bit different. So we have been disabling the chat during the introduction so that it doesn't get too overwhelming, but we will enable them as the employers are speaking, just to give you an opportunity for, number one, for them to share their information, but for you to connect. I'm also getting messages about my dog. Forgive her. um, Thank you for the messages. You're cracking me up. But again, thank you all so much for being here. I wanted to quickly just ask my husband and co-founder, Kevin, to quickly say a quick welcome before we hand it over to the employers.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Candy. I'm Kevin Tillman, super excited to be here. Thank you guys for attending, both the employer side and then all the active duty veterans, et cetera, that are coming here to meet these employers. I had a really rough transition back when I got out in 2005. I had a college degree. I finished up at Range Battalion over at Fort Lewis, Washington, now Lewis McChord, and I thought I would just zip on in and get a job. And it was a hot mess. I had a huge imposter syndrome problem, didn't understand anything, didn't know what jobs were out there outside of being a firefighter or a cop or something like that. I had no idea what I was doing. It was really, really difficult. I didn't have this type of forum, this type of platform to meet people. And I wish I did. Luckily, I had a Candy at the time that helped me, but it took a while and it was miserable. So really excited you guys are here. And just taking the time to do this, like the fact that you're here is a really good starting point. Talk to these employers. They're all a little bit different. They all kinds of jobs that you'd never even heard of. You know, that's like every one of them is like their own little world. So there's all types of stuff. Because you are riflemen, there you don't need to be hired as a rifleman at Lowe's. You know, they got all types of jobs, man. They're looking for talented people. They're looking for motivated people. So lots of opportunity here. So excited you're here. That's probably longer than 30 seconds, Candy, but it's something.
All right. Thanks, Kev. Okay, Chantel, back to you.
All right. Thanks so much. All right. Get excited. We're going to learn about some really cool employers that are here today. So first up, we have Paola Martinez from Verizon.
All right. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for inviting Verizon. I just want to kind of piggyback on what Kevin said. He said he got out in 2005. I got out in 2012, and programs like this did not exist. So I just want to say kudos to Kevin and to Candy and all the other employers that have programs like this, because they're very helpful. I had a challenging time navigating my career, but now that I know, and now that I can pass on that knowledge, we're here to share that knowledge with you guys. So please leverage every single employer that's in this room. Get our connects. We're here to help you guys. So that's the veteran side of me. Now, the Verizon side of me is I'm here to tell you that Verizon is more than just a cell phone company. So show of hands, how many of you guys think Verizon is just a cell phone company? Everybody in the room. All right, so we're here to tell you that we're not. We're a technology company, and just very similar to the bases that you guys support. We have our finance, our supply, our logistics, our fleet. So Verizon has many opportunities that you can bring your transferable skills into. And currently we are still accepting applications for our Skill Bridge or our Hiring Our Heroes Fellowship programs. For our military spouses, our career forward individuals, traditional skill bridge. So my team and I were here to talk to you guys more about that, which they're also veterans as well. So we'll help you navigate this next chapter of your career. But then I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Chantel.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Paola. All right, next up, we have Jamie McCall from Cushman & Wakefield. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Chantel. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome. We're so happy to have you. Thank you for your service. My name is Jamie McCall. I lead our SkillBridge program here at Cushman & Wakefield. I'm also joined by my awesome veteran colleague, Billy Flagg, who is also a product of the SkillBridge program. I'm also a veteran of the Ohio Army National Guard. If you have not heard of Cushman & Wakefield and you have not yet done your research, I would first say look for our big red signs because we are everywhere from coast to coast. But we are a global commercial real estate company. So we facilitate the sales and the leasing and the purchasing of buildings, skyscrapers, retail shopping centers, manufacturing, industrial, multifamily properties, a couple NFL stadiums. Many of our clients are on this call, like Verizon, like Amazon, like Fiserv. And we have now over 50,000 companies globally, about 35,000 here in the United States. We have a little over 1,300 veterans. We also have a military spouse program, as well as SkillBridge, which I lead. We've brought in about over 100 service members into over 30 different types of positions with a 95% intention to offer rate. So if you're looking for SkillBridge, make sure that you're trying to align those opportunities to full-time positions. And speaking of positions, types of roles that we hire for can range from a property administrator that leads into property management, from a maintenance tech to chief engineer, to operations, to construction project management, finance, accounting, marketing, HR, procurement, and much more. So feel free to drop by our breakout room here from Billy and I. We have lots of knowledge nuggets to share, and we look forward to meeting with you. Thanks so much, Chantel.
Thanks, Jamie. All right. Next up, we have Ricky Kalstein. Hopefully I'm saying that right, Ricky, from HCA Healthcare.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ricky with HCA Healthcare, and I am excited to be here because we have people that are now part of the HCA family from an event just like this. Actually, this event right here. Jamie and I are both here today for HCA. We represent clinical, non-clinical opportunities. We have 186 facilities, over 2,400 urgent cares. With that clinical and non-clinical, if you're a little confused about what HCA has, please join us in our breakout room. We can tell you how our military talent team is being that olive branch to our employers to get you that opportunity for that meet, greet, and a possible interview. Thank you.
Thanks, Ricky. I like the olive branch reference. All right. Next up, we have Barbara Beltram from United Health Group. Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Chantel. Hi, everybody. Glad to be here today. Thank you so much for joining. I am Barbara Beltram, and I am the Military Fellowships Program Manager for United Health Group. United Health Group is a very large healthcare company. We're Fortune 4, and we do everything that has to do with healthcare with the exception of the administration of hospitals. So I know HCA and I, we share a lot, John and I share a lot of talent back and forth because we kind of cover both all the things with regards to healthcare, but we are a very large business as well. So even if you're not really thinking healthcare as a place that you could be, we do all the other things: technology, project management, business operations, data analytics, customer service. We do have a SkillBridge program as well as a military spouse fellowship program through Hiring Our Heroes. And I'm also happy to help advocate for anybody who's looking for direct hire. So no healthcare background required. Come check us out, and I'll put our links in the chat. Chantel.
Thank you so much. And then just a reminder, right now, the employers can drop in their links in the chat. But if you are sending messages as a job seeker, they're just going to the hosts. So we'll just stand by, and then the chat will be open for everyone once the employer intros are done. All right. Next up, we have Marcus Irizarry from John Deere. Hi, Marcus.
Hey, Chantel. Hey, everyone. My name is Marcus, and I'm one of the military outreach coordinators here at John Deere. My teammate and I, Jess, we're always super excited to be here with you all. Our entire team here at John Deere, we've all served in some capacity. So Jess and I, we both served in the Air Force, and we're both military spouses. A couple of enlisted Marines on the team too, et cetera. So as a military program, we naturally have a deep appreciation for the skills, knowledge, and a lot of the work ethic that the service members bring to the table. And we're always looking for ways to bring that type of talent into our team. So we're super excited to be here. Right now is just an awesome time to be at John Deere. It really is. I'm here to tell you, I promise, we're not just a tractor company. Yes, we have fully autonomous tractors to cutting edge solutions with construction job sites to make them more efficient, etc. We're leading the way, not only, of course, in agriculture, that's obvious, right? John Deere, but also the construction industry as well. And why this is equally important to you and I to keep pushing forward, we need people with the skills that you all already have. So we're actively hiring maintenance technicians nationwide to keep these, advanced machines kind of humming, well greased, well oiled, etc. But we also have a lot of opportunities for part specialists, sales reps, at select locations to keep equipment, and supplies kind of moving along the chain. Um, those looking directly for, the active duty folks looking to transition, we do offer SkillBridge internships and direct hire opportunities at over 2,000 plus locations across the country. I would be blown away if we don't have a dealer within at least 50 miles of anywhere you want to go in the entire United States, Alaska and Hawaii included. So if you want to go to Hawaii, we got you. So if you're looking for your next mission, let's talk. Stop by our breakout room, ask some questions. Let's have a super casual conversation, and let's figure out how we could get you a part of the John Deere team. And Jess and I really look forward to connecting with you. Thanks, Chantel.
That was awesome, Marcus. Thank you. All right, next up from just like this tiny mom and pop company called Amazon, we have Skylar. Skylar, welcome.
Oh, Chantel, thanks for that. Skylar, I'm very happy to be here today to connect with everyone, and we have a ton of opportunities at our little mom and pop company. We have skill bridge opportunities, fellowship opportunities, apprenticeships, internships, and direct hire opportunities if you are interested. So feel free to check out our booth here and bring any questions and all questions you may have, and we're here to give you any information that we can on any roles you may be interested in.
Okay, thank you, Skylar. All right, next up we have Tanisha Wells from Lowe's. Hi, Tanisha.
Hey everyone, thank you, Chantel. Thank you, Candy, for having us here today. I'm Tanisha Wells. I'm a military spouse as well as a recruiter here at Lowe's. Lowe's isn't just your home improvement retailer. We're a Fortune 50 company and the leader in career growth, innovation, and opportunity. We have over 300,000 associates, including 26,000 plus veterans and spouses, operating about 1,700 plus stores across the U.S. Our corporate headquarters is located in Mooresville, North Carolina, so just approximately about 25 minutes north of Charlotte. Sits on a 275-acre campus with great amenities. As you may know, we've launched in 2022. Our Charlotte Tech Hub is in the South End. 25-floor center of excellence. That's where 2,000 plus associates sits from the tech space. We was proudly to be recognized this year as the 2025 military-friendly employer, as well as the 2025 friendly spouse employer here. We're deeply committed in this space, military community. It's one of the reasons that I joined the organization. It was 8 years ago. We offer programs like Skill Bridge programs, as well as the Military Spouse Fellowship, which also includes our transfer policy to help our spouses continue their careers. We have numerous career opportunities that we're looking for on our career site, so be sure to check them out. Also, I'm going to be joined by my awesome peer, Rebecca Metlin, and we're excited to connect with you in our breakout room.
Thank you so much, Tanisha. All right, Johnson & Johnson, we have Sydney Coe. How are you?
Hi, good. And good afternoon, everyone. And thank you all for joining. My name is Sydney, and I'm the SkillBridge Program Manager for Johnson & Johnson. I'm also an active duty military spouse and have been serving in this community for about 15 years now. So some of you may know Johnson & Johnson is a large and broadly based healthcare company, which means we have various job functions to help keep us running. So this can include supply chain, operations, sales, finance, engineering, network IT, HR, etc. And we have locations across the US, with our headquarters being out of New Brunswick, New Jersey. And we're currently in the midst of building our new bio facility, actually in Wilson, North Carolina. So outside of direct hire roles, we have a couple of dedicated pathways for transitioning service members, veterans, and military spouses, which include, of course, our SkillBridge program, We have just opened up our Military Veteran Leadership Development Program for 2025, which is exciting. The Military Spouse Fellowship Program and our Veteran Sales Pathway as well. So I hope that you join us in our breakout room, learn more about these programs. Look forward to meeting y'all. And back to you, Shanta.
Thank you, Sydney. All right, next up we have Seth Peterson from Fiserv.
Thanks, Chantel. Nice to meet everybody. My name is Seth Peterson. I'm a military veteran. I retired out of the Army in 2022, came through the Hiring Our Heroes Corporate Fellowship Program, and I joined Fiserv. So I'm not going to poll the audience, but I can pretty much guarantee that if I said who's ever heard of Fiserv, most people would probably not know who we are. And that's okay. Right? We are primarily a business-to-business solutions organization. But I would say that most likely you have dealt with us. So we are a global fintech company, and we work in the payments and fintech solutions arena. So when you think about how you run your day-to-day life, you get up, you check your bank account, you go to Dunkin' Donuts, you purchase something, you go to Walmart, you get things, you pay your bills online, you go to DoorDash, all of these services, they're using payment solutions, and that's Fiserv, right? Even that credit or debit card that's in your purse or wallet, we most likely produce that. So all of the aspects of money, and that's why we say we move more than money, right? We move people, we move lives, and we make sure that we're enabling people to do the things that they need to do. So we have about 40,000 employees around the world. We operate in 100 different countries, and at peak, managing about 25,000 financial transactions a second. We are a military-friendly, military-ready company. We did win the 2023 Secretary of Defense Freedom Award for our support of the Guard and Reserve. Also, been in the top 10 the last 8 straight years on the Military Times Best of Vets. So we love our veterans. I'm here with Nate Smith, who is our lead recruiter on our campus and military team, my partner in crime, here making sure that we're creating and maintaining these amazing pathways to bring in military talent at all different aspects of that. So with a large company like us, what are we looking for? I kind of roll up as like everything but healthcare, right? When you have a company that's working with large institutions from Walmart to Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Amazon to, Uber, all these different things, right? In order to make that type of organization run smoothly, we need talent in all different arenas, and that's our software development, front and back end. It's our project managers, program managers, product managers, sales, HR, like anything, you can pretty much name it, like that we have something in that, marketing, all those types of things, cyber. So if you're more interested in being in the financial tech arena, definitely come and talk with us. And specifically, before I turn it back over, I did want to highlight that we are actually looking for a project manager potentially in the near future. So if you are really interested in project management and you're interested in being in Nebraska, Maryland, or in Coral Springs, which is Southern Florida, definitely come in, talk to us, give us your resume, and we would love to talk to you about that. Back over to you, Chantel.
Thank you, Seth. And then just as a reminder, we will be having a EmployerConnect event specifically with the Fiserv team next week if you have additional questions. All right, next up, we have Aaron Miranda from the Wells Fargo team. And before I introduce Aaron, I just want to say Wells Fargo does not have access to the chat. So we're going to drop their military recruiting at Wells Fargo in the chat, just so you know. But it's all you, Aaron.
Aaron, your microphone's on mute, brother. Your Zoom is not on mute, but I can't hear you.
Well, when Aaron gets that fixed out, I'm just going to switch over to Samira at Tech Systems while we get that sorted out. Hi, Samira.
Hey, Chantel, thanks for having us here. We're excited to be here. Real quick, this is probably one of my favorite things that I get to do in my week, so I really look forward to these events. My name is Samira Searcy. I retired from the Army almost 4 years ago, and I have the pleasure of working with Tech Systems. I lead our military strategy with Tech Systems, and just real quick, Tech Systems, we are a global organization. We really we specialize in your cloud data and marketing platform. We have been military friendly and for 10 years now, and we hire about 3,000 veteran military connected members every year. So we're really proud of that and really continuing looking to create ways and opportunities to serve our military community. We partner with over 6,000 clients, including many of the companies that are here on this platform, working together to create opportunities for you all. We have SkillBridge. I'm excited. We have a science research engineer opportunity that we're looking for individuals now. We have a military spouse pathway program sponsored through Hiring Our Heroes, and also our newest career pathways, a rising talent individual people looking to upskill in high demand industries. That is an opportunity. Basically, if you're looking for any role that is system networking technician, engineers, help desk, information systems, security officer, networking, cybersecurity, end user, DevOps, cloud, project management, administrative business, data analysts, and recruiting and support roles, we have multiple opportunities that we are looking to fill with military professionals. So come join me in my breakout room and let's have some good conversations. Thanks, Chantel.
All right, thanks so much. Aaron, all you. Let's see if we can unmute you.
Now your Zoom is on mute, brother. But your microphones probably work.
This is the reality of having lots of people on a tech platform, right?
Yeah.
But
Put some water on it.
what we're going to go ahead and do, Aaron, while you figure that out, I'm going to go through a couple of things and then we'll go back to you before we open the breakout rooms, if that works. All right. So I'm going to share my screen real quick, and we're just going to go a couple real cool tools before we hear from Aaron and then go into the breakout rooms. All right, so the breakout rooms will be open for a full hour once I open them after you have me for just a couple more minutes. And we'll send 15-minute reminders so that way you know how much time you have left of the hour. There is no rush to leave that room. If you're like enjoying it, it's come and go as you please to each breakout room. And then there's a few tools I want to talk about. So we have the 50 Strong Opportunity Marketplace. If you are not aware of what this is yet, we're going to drop it in the chat, but it is a centralized location for you to be able to explore tons of different pathways for military. So that includes SkillBridge roles, that includes roles for military affiliated students, so part-time internships, new grad roles, paid training, apprenticeships that lead to employment, as well as thousands, and I mean thousands, I think 30,000+ direct hire roles that are available to view at the city and state level anytime on the Opportunity Marketplace. So please be sure to utilize that as much as possible because we know location is very, very critical in your job search. We also, for today, a good way to figure out how you want to start your breakout rooms is looking at the key pathways page, which we'll drop in the chat. This is a really high level overview of all of the employers that are here today. And they'll call out if, they are hiring in specific locations or if there's nationwide opportunities, but it just gives you a good idea of who is going, which company has the opportunities that you're interested in, and a useful tool when you're deciding to select your breakout rooms. All right, so I am going to stop sharing my screen for just a second before we open the breakout rooms. So that way, I believe, Aaron, you're good to go?
Yeah, can you hear me
All
okay?
right, yes.
Do I have 30 seconds?
You
One
have
at a
2
time?
minutes. You have 2 minutes. Go for it.
Oh, 2 minutes. Awesome. Sorry about that, everybody. Hello, I'm Aaron Miranda. I'm a OIF veteran. And when I left the Army back in 2008, I had the same struggle as Kevin. I was a United States Army recruiter. I was like, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to get me a recruiting job. You know what happened in 2008? Recruiters were not in need. Okay. And of course, we didn't have great organizations like 50 Strong helping veterans connect me with companies such as Wells Fargo. So as Paula said, thank you, 50 Strong, for what you do. 50 Strong would actually have saved me so many headaches back in the day. Now, I am Aaron Miranda. Again, I'm one of the senior military talent liaisons here at Wells Fargo. And I've been on the stagecoach for close to 4 years, but I've been in TA and military transition services for over 19 years. From working academia to owning and operating my own recruitment firm. Now, my responsibility at Wells Fargo is super simple. It's to help veterans and military spouses find the right position with us. Now, at Wells Fargo, we do have over 30 individuals dedicated to help veterans and military spouses become our teammates through direct placements or through our veteran-specific program. Programs such as our vet internship programs, which is very popular, our corporate fellowship program, which is similar to SkillBridge, our Triple H program, which is our Homefront Heroes hiring program, which is specifically for military spouses, apprenticeships, boots to banking, and so much more. So step off my booth, find out a little bit more. Back to you there, Chantel. Thank you. Are you having
I know I'm
audio
on
issues
mute.
now,
I know,
Chantel?
I
think
just
you're
made the
okay.
same mistake. Apologies. All right, so we're going to open the breakout rooms. Before we get started, I want to just, if you have never explored going into a breakout room, I want to show you how to do it. So when the breakout rooms are launched, there's going to be a button at the bottom of your screen that looks like a little window, and you should be able to click that and select which breakout room you want to go into. If you don't have the breakout room button, there should be a button that says more that you should be able to utilize to move into your breakout room. If you cannot navigate into your breakout room, that's totally okay. Just drop in your name in the chat and where you'd like to go, and we will manually move you. What I will say is just give it a minute, let all the employers go into the breakout room. So breakout rooms are now open. Employers, please move yourself. Stephanie at Procter & Gamble, I will move you manually. And happy networking. We're going to send 15-minute reminders. Should you have any questions, the entire 50 Strong team is going to be here for the duration. So please enjoy and happy networking. All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all the time. There was a lot of really cool conversations that were happening in between job seekers going in and out of the breakout rooms and just learning about, what everybody's looking for and how they're navigating their career search. And I really hope that you utilize the opportunity marketplace and the relationships that you built today and continue to come to 50 Strong, because we do have these events all the time and with lots of different variations of employers. So see that QR code, that's going to take you to our upcoming events page. Cassie will drop the links for the upcoming event site too. The biggest thing is subscribing to our newsletter. So when you just go to our website, subscribe to our email, and that way you get to stay up to date on the latest. We send it weekly every Tuesday. But again, reminder, we have the Fiserv EmployerConnect featured event happening next week. And then on the 3rd of April, we have our large Student Connect, which does have new grad opportunities, full-time jobs, internships, and part-time roles as well for all of our military affiliated students, which of course includes spouses. And then we have a ton of other events coming. So you'll get updated of that in our next newsletter. For whoever you talk to today, every recruiter has their own method of how they want you to reach out to them. So whether that is, hey, send me a message on LinkedIn, or, oh, I need you to apply and be in the system first, and then we can have a conversation. However they told you their application process works, the best way for you to follow up with them, you do that, right? The ball is in your court now, right? So just continue to nurture the relationships of the people that you met today. And then I am going to stop sharing my screen for a second because there's a couple different giveaways we have going on. First, please, please tag 50 Strong and the company or recruiters that you talked to today. If you found out about a really cool pathway or you learned about a new opportunity that you didn't know exist, make sure to tag us and we'll send you a 50 Strong t-shirt or a hat. And then I'm going to pass it over to Seth at Fiserv because I know he's got a cool giveaway.
Thanks, Chantel. Yes, and I will say when you make your post, if you share some meaningful insight or something that people who weren't here could just be like, you know what, I should have gone, right? Something, some nugget, right, of just gold that people can be like, oh, you know, I never thought that. Oh, somebody said, by the way, that, hey, make sure you do this on your resume, or make sure when you connect with somebody in email, you do this. Like, share some sort of nugget, make people understand just how valuable these types of calls are, because these networking events are just critical to a lot of people out there. So make sure you tag me so that I'll know that I see it. Tag Fiserv in it, and I have a giveaway box from Dog Tag Bakery. It's not dog treats; they're for humans. It's a bakery out of Washington D.C., and I'll tell you, if you've never heard of them, I'll tell you a little bit about them. So Fiserv, yes, I'm in the employment. We talk a lot about employment, but we're also really heavy into our small businesses, right? And our veteran-owned businesses, our veteran supporting businesses, right? It's the backbone. You know, they're running Main Street, which runs Wall Street, right? They have phenomenal programs there for people trying to start their entrepreneurship journey. And it's one of those, because of that we're so passionate about supporting them. I have a gift box of some amazing cookies and various other treats. I think there's some coffee in there as well. It's just, you're going to be the talk of your household and probably your neighbor as well. So tag it, tag me in it, do some meaningful posts, make sure that somebody benefits from what you wrote. And then if I pick you, I will connect with you on LinkedIn and I will send that box to you.
Thanks, Seth. And I'm really hungry, and thinking about those cookies got me. They're really good cookies, guys. All right. Any other employers have any swag giveaways before we wrap up?
Yeah, Chantel, we do. Cushman & Wakefield, if you were in our breakout room, same thing as Seth said, right? Tag 50 Strong, tag Billy and I, give us some knowledge nuggets of what you learned. We have Yeti cooler. We have a nice adult beverage mugs. We have notebooks. We have hats. So I will pick the two best ones that come out and connect with you on LinkedIn and send you some Cushman & Wakefield MVP swag.
Awesome. Thank you. And we have one more giveaway from Tech Systems. Samira, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to caveat on what Jamie and Seth said. Tag us on LinkedIn, put some tidbits information. What did you walk away with? And I will connect with you on LinkedIn and I will send out some goodies.
Awesome. Hey, huge thank you to all the employers that participated today. And thank you, as always, to our 50 Strong sponsors. And for all of the job seekers that came today, whether it was your first time or returning time, we appreciate you and hope to see you again. And I hope everyone has an awesome weekend. We'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you.